This podcast is sponsored by BuyBiz.io. Discover premium AI-driven online businesses for sale, perfect for standalone growth or seamless integration. Explore now at BuyBiz.io to kickstart your digital success.
Alternative lending options to buy a business. Smart ways to fund your dream. Discover how alternative lending can help you buy a business faster and easier than traditional bank loans, with flexible options tailored for you. Alternative lending. How to buy a business without traditional bank loans. Hey, if you've ever thought about owning your own business but felt stuck because traditional bank loans seem impossible to get, you're not alone. The good news? There are plenty of alternative lending options out there that can help you buy a business without jumping through all those dreaded hoops with the bank. Today, I want to talk about how alternative lending works and why it might just be the perfect way for you to get started as a business owner. So strap in, because this is going to be super practical, but also totally doable. What is alternative lending, anyway? Let's start with the basics. Most people think when you want to fund something big, like buying a business, your only option is to hit up a bank for a loan. But traditional banks tend to have strict requirements: great credit scores, high income, lots of paperwork, and maybe even collateral like your house. That's where alternative lending comes into play. Alternative lending is basically any financing option outside the usual bank loan. This can include online lenders. These companies operate entirely online, often with faster approval times and more flexible requirements. Peer-to-peer lending. This is where individuals lend money directly to borrowers via online platforms, bypassing banks altogether. Seller financing. Sometimes the seller of the business is willing to finance part of the purchase price, making it much easier for you. Crowdfunding, raising money from a large number of people, usually through websites tailored for investment opportunities. Microloans, smaller loans provided by nonprofit organizations or smaller lenders, which can be ideal for new entrepreneurs. Why consider alternative lending to buy a business? When you're looking to buy a business, cash flow and timing are everything. Waiting months for a bank to approve your loan can mean missing the opportunity altogether. Alternative lenders are generally designed to be more flexible and quicker, which means you could close the deal faster and start focusing on growing your business sooner. Plus, many alternative lenders look at more than just your credit score. They might consider the business's potential, your experience, or other factors that traditional banks overlook. For people without perfect credit or established wealth, this is a huge plus. Breaking down some popular options. Online business loans. Some platforms specialize exclusively in loans for buying or expanding businesses. The application process is usually quick and straightforward. Seller financing. This is one of the smartest moves you can make. Instead of getting a loan from a third party, the seller agrees to lend you part of the purchase price, which you pay off over time. This makes negotiations more flexible and can smooth out pricing issues. Peer-to-peer lending. These lenders often offer competitive interest rates and less rigid qualification standards. Plus, it feels more personal since real people are directly investing in your business. Microloans. If you're starting small or buying a modest business, microloans can be a great stepping stone. They usually have lower limits, but also lower barriers to qualification. Tips to make your alternative lending journey a success. Do your homework. Understand each lender's terms, rates, and repayment schedules to avoid surprises later on. Prepare a solid business plan. This helps convince lenders you're serious and capable of success. Be realistic about what you can afford. Don't stretch yourself too thin financially. Keep your personal and business finances organized. Lenders will want to see clear records showing your ability to manage money. One place you should definitely check out is Archieboy Holdings' AI-based businesses for sale. They offer an interesting selection of tech-savvy businesses that lean into AI solutions, which is a booming field right now. Buying a business with advanced tech could set you up for future success, and starting the process with alternative lending could make it easier than you imagine. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, exploring alternative lending combined with smart business choices like those available through Archieboy Holdings might be the key to getting your foot in the door. Explore our listings today. You might find the perfect opportunity that fits your budget, skill set, and ambitions. So, if the traditional bank route feels intimidating or just unrealistic right now, don't be discouraged. Alternative lending is a flexible, often faster way to get the funds you need to take that exciting step into business ownership. Think of it as opening new doors instead of banging your head against the old ones. I hope this has been helpful and maybe even inspired you to start checking out what's out there. Buying a business doesn't have to be a fantasy. It can be your next big move.